Oh,
Welcome to Wednesday night CGN service. We are just glad that you guys are here.
yes, we are so glad to be here at the end of the year. This has been a long year.
A long emphasis on long,
Yes, a very long
very
year.
long year. Yeah. But we are just glad that we've made it to the end of the year.
Yeah.
So before anyone beats me to it, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, Merry
Oh,
Christmas.
and Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Because these are the great holidays that are coming up. We just had finished Thanksgiving, so now we have Christmas, and now we're coming to the new year. Again, just long year. And sadly, but also happily, this is the end of our 50th year celebration,
Oh,
which we're promising to send you guys off with a great, well, we won't say great Christmas party, but a Christmas party for New Life Temple at the end of this last Sunday of this month. We hope you guys can all come and be a part of it on September, December,
December 26th, right?
26th.
Yep.
We're inviting you all guys to come out. It's not going to be, spectacular, but it's going to be something that we just want you guys to come, fellowship, hang out, fellowship with one another. And we were hoping that our yearbook would be finished. I'm still checking with the yearbook committee of one or two, I can't remember. But we're checking with them. But we want you guys to come out again, just celebrate with this is just the final conclusion of the year, and we're hoping to connect with each other on that day. So, but with that, before we move forward, just to give you a brief look back. I mean, when I say brief, it's a brief look over of this year's celebration. Again, we just, like we said, this has been 50 years of celebration, and we just want to quickly look at some of the things we've done. And just to kind of remind you guys, we've given to different missions this year. We've helped people who have been down and out this year. We've given to, we started a new ministry this year. It'll be up and running next year for sure. We've had different ministries come in throughout the year, starting February, different
been a lot.
speakers. Oh yeah, we've had just a great time. I think, just
Yeah.
moving.
And the great thing about this year, it's all captured.
Yeah.
So you can go back at any time and go onto our Facebook page or onto the YouTube page.
Right.
And if you missed anything, you can go back. Because sometimes you forget about everything you've done. But if you go and look on our pages, we have accomplished a lot this year.
We've accomplished a whole lot. So we're hoping you guys, anything you've missed, you can see all the speakers this year that we've had for sure.
Yeah.
And I recommend going back and looking, because there were certain prophetic words spoken over the church that really we'll see, I think, come to pass this year in some way, shape, or form or fashion. But we'll have the production team really just run this is a brief thing that was put together quick. It was quickly put together. You may catch some typos, some quick things. So don't worry about all of that. Just in faith, look at it in good spirit, and we'll see what happens. But we'll let the production team and look and just enjoy just quick 5-6 minute video, and you can see what all took place this year on all that we as a church, how we expended ourselves, because it was a lot that took place, and it's just a brief caption of that. So without further ado, production team, it's on you.
my spirit, man, the gifts of the Spirit of the Lord that He has spoken about, the gift of healing, the gift of prophecy, the gift
Giants in the land. But if you tell me to do it and you give me purpose, God, I'll do it.
So there you go. Those are the things we accomplished this year, as you saw. Just the graduations we did. Again, we saw the city honored our founder with a street sign. We just want to thank those who were involved, Ms. Porter, Sister Deborah Merritt, the vice mayor who came out, and he did a great job in honoring Sister Godfrey and the family, and then also I believe Council Member Kearney. We want to thank her for her part she played in it, and also Senator Cecil Thomas. Also, I think he played a part in it as well. So we just want to thank all of them for helping in getting that done. And so it was just a great honor, and we are just still just elated by their efforts and just honoring Pastor Godfrey. So thank them all, and also Kathy Garrison. We just wanted
Oh,
to
yeah,
thank her, give her a
Kathy.
shout out. Just the things she's done when she partnered with us in the community as a community activist and helping us in a lot of things that we did in the community of Madisonville with Pastor Godfrey during his tenure. So we thank her as well. What you got?
No, I think that was it. I wasn't able to make it because I was working, but I saw all the pictures. It was an exciting time.
Yeah.
So we want to also go into New Year's Eve service. That we will not have a New Year's Eve service this year, right?
True. We will not have a New Year's Eve service
Yes.
this year. It was a request for one and all. But let me help you out with why we are not doing a New Year's Eve service. Usually, when we put and do a New Year's Eve service, we usually have people scattered. And so we found that we were doing a New Year's Eve service for a handful of people. And so we would have all of the musicians and pastors that would be on board and a few of the dedicated members, but everybody else would be somewhere else doing and celebrating somewhere else. So it's like we were really putting forth an effort to try to celebrate with a lot of people, but a lot of people weren't showing up. So with that being said, if you know your pastor, I'm not going to put forth a lot of effort into something that a lot of people are not going to really care to show up, and when we could be spending time with our families and somewhere else as well. So that's why we kind of stopped doing New Year's Eve services. So when there becomes a desire for the whole church wants to do one, then we'll look at doing that again. But for now, it's the fact that everybody tends to seem to want to go other places and do other things. So it's not worth us really trying to turn on the lights, bring out the musicians, bring out whomever else. Even our dancers were somewhere else dancing. So it did. It didn't seem like it was worth us, trying to keep doing things and keep pushing, and, making an effort when others were everywhere else. So that's why we don't do a New Year's Eve service. Most of our older people were wanting the service, but again, that's a handful of people. That's not many. When we have a church that's our numbers and desires doesn't add up. So,
Got it.
All
All
right.
right.
So,
Okay.
all right. But again, we will the 26th Christmas party. We hope that'll happen. That you guys will show up. If those numbers don't add up, we will stop our Christmas party from here on out. So if we won't even be doing that again. If those numbers don't add up, we won't even do a Christmas party no
No
more.
celebrations at all. No fun.
Well, it's not no,
No,
fun.
it's fun.
We'll just go somewhere else. I mean, we try to do things, but when people prefer to be somewhere else, then, it's like we put forth the effort. People don't show. People feel like it's, that they prefer to be somewhere else. Then it's like we're wasting a lot of money. We're wasting money, resources where we can put those resources somewhere else. And so that's the challenge, because we're spending a lot of resources to engage with people. But when people don't show, that's wasted resources that could be going somewhere else in, missions or somewhere else. We could be blessing somebody else. So that's all. So keep those things in mind when we are opening up doors and say, hey guys, come and be a part, and you don't show up, then you're on the other end where you're helping us waste resources when we're trying to help celebrate with you and you're not part of the celebration. Amen.
Amen.
Well, that's when I need a Sunday morning amen, but since no one's here to give me that, I'll, take what I can get. All right. So CGN will be down after today. This will be our last one until till January. We'll announce in Sunday whether it'll start the 5th or the 12th. We'll let you guys know the 5th or the 12th when it'll start again. I believe in our board meeting we said the 5th, which will probably be me starting it. If not, it'll be the 12th. I'll let you know for sure.
Why am I smiling so hard?
Because you're sitting next to me. So
I think it's because we get a break.
could be. It could be a well-deserved
Well,
break.
yes.
So we'll let you know between the 5th and the 12th if when CGN will begin again, and then
Then we go into 2022,
2022.
and who knows what God is going
Who
to
knows?
do for us for our 51st anniversary. That is right around the corner.
True. An anniversary, guys. We're looking at those dates of February the 4th through the 6th. February the 4th through the 6th. So you can write those dates down. I believe we're going to have some awesome powerhouse speakers coming to us. And then you can expect, we were talking about those who are interested in, we'll be setting up our training for the prophetic and the healing process that we wanted to begin. We'll start that sometime right after the anniversary, which will probably begin in March. Right after that time, I'll be meeting with those we plan to be teaching. We do hope that we get a nice turnout for that as well, where those who've been taught the healing process, the prophetic process, that those will become our teachers. They'll teach you that process. They will teach you what they've learned, and then we plan to just turn that and make you an army of prophetic healers, and really we believe that we'll turn you loose in the streets and see Cincinnati transform into a city of changed people based upon what you guys will be able to do. So we're excited for what God's going to do next year through you as an army of believers. And so we're excited knowing that you guys are going to be, trained to do some awesome things. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, I think it's going to be neat, So expect some great things next year, because next year we just see God just doing some phenomenal things, some extraordinary things through this body of believers. And so be energized, be charged, be excited, because it's happening. It's on. So what else you got?
It was about to come out, then I stuck. No, our goal going into 2022, especially for CGN, our goal is to see the numbers increase. So hopefully after the break, we're going to come back with you guys with some new strategies so that you can invite people, especially for the Destiny Zone. We don't want you to forget about the Destiny Zone. The Destiny Zone was designed for people who are not members of the church.
Sure.
And it has been a really good tool for people who have joined that zone. So we want you all to help us not forget about the zone. Let's continue. When we come into 2022, we will roll out a plan, but we want to continue to bring people into that zone. And the only way to bring them in is for everyone to help and invite at least one person. So if you haven't invited one person to the CGN zone in 2021, let's make that a goal and a priority for next year. Because I really know that the people who have joined with Sister Cindy and her team, the people who have come into that zone, they have really benefited from it. And I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And even in your own zone, if you know that some people are missing that belong to your zone, give them a shout out, give them a call. We found again that the zones were very important, especially during the COVID uprising, that
Yes.
people were needing a place to connect, a place to reach out, a place for information. and the zones the zone groups became very important for that. And once, of course, people got settled in, they started drifting off again. And so we don't want to become so comfortable that we forget what the zones were for, what the zones were created for, and what the zones are needed for. And they become that place of contact, that place of fellowship, the place for us to stay connected. And I believe we still need the zones. Things have not settled down. I know we've got laxed in some of our zones, and sometimes people tend to back off of the zones and get out of them because it's like of their schedules, and they prefer to go back to their normal way of life, watching TV and doing things. But we try to create this Wednesday night just for us as a body of believers to stay in lockstep, to stay connected, so that, again, we can just fellowship with one another. We figure we meet on Sunday and we just take one day out of the week to reconnect so that we can, again, be updated, be refreshed, again, and just do what the early church said, that they stayed in fellowship with one another. And this becomes important for believers. And so sometimes people feel like it don't take all of that. And usually those who feel that way are usually the first ones who fall away and needing the church when they are hurting and falling away because they didn't need all of that. Mm-hmm. So we want you to need all of that. That's why we create all of this for you. And so stay connected. It's important for your growth. It's important for your spiritual health. It's important for your spiritual growth. And so again, find those who seem to be missing from your groups and encourage them. You have influence just like leaders have influence. We all have influence on others. So influence them to, reconnect to your zones so that, again, we can keep all of this going. Again, we don't know when the next issue or problem will break forth in our nation. And so, therefore, we don't want people scrambling, trying to figure out where they need to make contact again. When things fall apart, they'll already know where to reach out to.
Yep. And don't forget that the prayer team, they are still having their prayer meetings every week. Shout out to Sister Gert and her team. They did not stop one bit this year, and her prayer team, the calls grew. So that was something that really happened. That was like a big change that happened this year.
Yeah.
The usher ministry, what do we call it, usher?
I think we do.
Usher? Yeah, usher. I didn't know if it was a new fancier word. But that ministry grew
Yeah.
this year.
Yes, it did.
Yep. So just a lot of good things that happened. So just continue to get connected, and don't forget that all the ministries, they are still looking for people to help serve. So if you're looking to serve, please connect with some of the ministries that we have in-house.
Yeah. Even I think Sister Tyler has a prayer group. They meet every day, every morning, I think, and they pray every day, 6 a.m. They do pray 6 a.m. They're radical, so you might want to get with her if you're 6 a.m.er, you want to get up early. I think Ma Gert pray what?
They're in the evening.
They're in the evening.
Twice a week.
Twice a week. Sister Tyler's every day. They're a pretty little radical little group. You can check with her if you want to be a little prayer warrior in the morning, every morning. She'll let you know how to do and connect with them. So if you're that type of prayer kind of person, check with her, and I'm sure she'll connect you with that. So we believe in prayer. How's that? So prayer is always good.
Yes, it is.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's it until January.
Till January, hopefully we'll see you. Also, this Sunday we have Pastor Gary Logan. He'll be bringing the word, so come on out. He's a mild-mannered guy. I thought I was the meekest man in New Life, but it turns out there's someone meeker than I am, which is, I thought it was unheard of. But there's someone meeker than I. But come on out and hear Pastor Gary Logan. He'll be preaching this Sunday. I think you'll be blessed by his word. He's a very, very, very honorable guy. I love him to death, so I think you guys will be blessed to hear him minister. Amen. So that's all we got.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So, New Life, be blessed. We'll see you on the other side of next year. Until then, God bless you all.
Have a good night.